Hey everybody, this is Melina from scrapbookingwithme.com, and today is another episode of M's Scrap Busters, and that is a weekly challenge here on my channel that hopefully helps you to use up some of your scrap papers. I have an abundance of overflow from a few different journals that I have made lately. And so I needed something that was going to use up a lot. And you can make as many of these as you want to. And they're pretty mindless. So, you know, sitting in front of the TV at night, just get you some glue and go for it. So what I'm going to do is get my glue stick. And I'm going to get my little chomper. This is the Tim Holtz trimmer, and I'm going to get papers and kind of even them up and then cut them down the middle. All of these do not have to be the same width, but we are cutting strips out of them. And like I said, they don't have to be the same width. This one, that's probably one of my longest ones, so I'm going to leave it that length because we need some long ones. We're going to go on a diagonal on this paper. I think I want that one a little skinnier. So just get a bunch of your scraps and start trimming them down. And like I said, it does not matter if they are all the same width or not. We're not going to worry about that. That would take extremely too much time to cut them all the same width. Oh my goodness, that would be, ugh. It makes me sad just thinking about it. This one's not even cut correctly as far as width goes. As far as, oh, it is like crooked big time, ain't it? Ooh. I don't know if I can save that one or not. We shall see, though. Almost got my finger in there. Did y'all hold your breath on that one? Okay, let's get some more of these. This one's got a little crook place in it, but we can use what's not. And don't worry about if you don't have really long strips of scrap. Don't worry about that because I will help you to fix that too in this little project. So we're going to make some journal cards to go in our journals, but they're a little bit different. They're a little collagey, and they use up a bunch of scrap, and you can be as fun with this or as strict and, you know, all one shade of color as you want to be, but we're just going to be fun. We're going to mix it all together, and then you're going to see just how cute it is in the end. And that strip was totally not straight, but I do have a little bee in that one. I'm gonna cut this one maybe into threes, and then we'll go ahead and start. I'll show you what I'm doing. We'll cut up some more in just a minute. But what I'll be doing, this is just an old piece of cardstock that was like a catch-all for some ink that I did at some point. So wherever this is going to cover the entire thing, I'm going to put it about right there. So I'll just have a little bitty snippet on each one of those ends to cut off. And then we're going to leave a little bit of space, just a tiny bit. We're not buttoning them up right against each other. We're giving it a little space. So let's go on this side of that one since it's longer, and we can cover some more real estate on the inside here. So if you have some cardstock that is yicky, or you want to spray it and kind of fix it up so that you can cover it and it just barely be showing through your little edges that you make, go for it. That would be cute. So we're just going to barely leave a little bit of, there we go. And see that one's not even straight. It wasn't cut straight. I'm not worried about it. Now let's find some of our little shorter ones. Like that. And like that. And then a teeny little short one. Let's see if I've got one like that. This one will work, I think. Just cut it off a little bit more. There we go. Now, what we're going to do, we're leaving those little bitty lines in between. If you want to ink all your scraps, when I'm scrap busting, I ain't inking everything. That's just me, but you do you. I'm going to get my glue stick, and it looks like I will need to bring out a new one too. I might have to go to liquid glue here in a minute, but glue stick, and you're going to glue stick all over your surface and then just start laying these strips down. So we can do this one. Put your glue down. And place it where you want it. If I got a longer, go ahead and place this one, I think, because we've got enough glue down there, maybe. And my glue is smearing that ink that was on this, which I'm not hating that look. So we'll go with it. Okay, just like that. Completely cover your surface at a diagonal, just like this. Okay, and I said I was going to help y'all if you didn't have a long enough scrap to go all the way, you know, the whole length and it cover, right? So I'm going to get a thinner one here and another little thin one that may be, you know, about the same width. It doesn't have to be. Although these are two of my longer ones, I could do this. Here we go. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. When we get the shapes cut out, it is not going to matter if this piece that you're putting on one of the wider sections of your base was as long or the same all the way across. See, like that. So you got a lot hanging off. Don't worry about that. You can get that all taken care of in a moment. Whenever you get this finished, you might have to go back and put a little bit, because the glue stick doesn't have a point to it, so you really can't get along the edge with the glue stick. So don't worry about that. You can go back with some liquid glue and get that taken care of. So right there, I think I will add, maybe I need a little thin piece, but that might be a little, almost the same width. There we go. I can go ahead and cut this off here and use this for further down here, because this is very pretty. This is some of Kara Brandon's digital from the fall, and I really want to use the rest of that. But that helps you if you don't have longer scraps of paper to use along the middle. Just piece it together. It does not have to be the same paper all the way across. And you're going to run into that, because when you're going at a diagonal like that, unless you have paper that is, you know, 12 and 13 inches long, you're going to run into that issue. air time. Air single time. Okay, and I think I want to add that there. So let's get our trimmer back. And trim that off and put that there. Okay, I'm going to finish this up and then I'll come back and show you me trimming off all the extra stuff. Alrighty, so it's all covered. Now we need to flip it over and start chopping off all the extra, and then these itty bitty little pieces that are left over, that's hanging over, they're getting trashed. Now the longer pieces, I might keep a couple of them, but most of them just gonna go in the trash. No sense in saving every little thing, y'all. I have so much I need to clean out of my scrap room right now. I need to have a clean out sale and offer some of the stuff to y'all, don't I? Because, you know, stuff that I think, I'm not going to use the rest of that, or I'll never use that. I don't know why I even bought it. Might be, you know, somebody's trash, might be somebody else's treasure. So, I need to do a clean out, but I just don't see that happening before the holidays, so it might be beginning of the year before I can get to that. You live the whole year and think, oh, the holidays are never going to get here, and then when they do, it's like they creep up on you and you don't have any time to get everything that you wanted to get done. I have this whole idea of some crocheted kind of gifts that I want to do. Now, is that not beautiful just as is? We don't have to do a thing to it. It's so pretty. And then you can ink it up as you want to. If there's some places that are a little too bare or too white for you, you can ink it up that way. You could even do these with your dimensional glue dots and have them kind of sitting up off the page. That would be very pretty. So then you have seen me do shapes and things out of, I mean, this is a masterboard. You've seen me do shapes and things out of them. I just flip it over and I have some kind of chipboard piece or something in the shape that I want to cut out, like hearts. I've done hearts before. With these, I want to do some circles, so you could have any kind of little cup or jar or whatever and trace your circles out and then cut those out. Or what I think I'm going to do is dust off the old die cut machine, and I'm going to use my circle die to cut out a bunch of circles from this that I've made. And then I've got some brown cardstock that I'm also going to cut some kind of like a double-sided circle. You'll see in just a minute. Okay, so you pick what size circle you want, then you get your old dusty die cut machine out. I mean, because I really just don't use this anymore. But when I get an idea like this that I've got today, I'm like, I need to get that back out. So I don't even remember how I'm supposed to do this. I think like this. This is the 2.5 inch circle. It does look like. And then my die cut machine does not take a full piece of paper, so I'm going to cut mine down the middle Doesn't matter if it's straight or not, but I am going to cut it down the middle as closely as I can. One of these circles, I definitely want the little bumblebee. Y'all talk for me as I cut. So I'm putting my die down and my paper down and my other platform, and let's see, roll it through. Sorry, I'm probably shaking y'all all over the place. And I ran it through. And there's my little circle. Cut. Cute. Got that little bumblebee on it. Or honeybee or whatever it is. So that's what I'm going to do. Look, I can get 2. And then I should be able to get 4, 8. So I will get, what, 16 out of this 8.5 by 11 sheet here. So I'm just going to run it through. I think what I will do is run it and then run it right back through like this. I've been told to do it like that, so that way it gets a double pass through and goes through. Yep, that went through a lot easier. So there's another, and then I'm gonna just butt that up against there. And cut out the rest of them. And there are our 2.5-inch circles. If you have a 2.5-inch circle punch, that would be amazing. So I'm going to ink around the edges and dirty them up if I want them a little darker. And then of course we could put little die cuts on them if we wanted to, or we could splatter them with some more ink if we wanted to. But they're so pretty. This one's a little plain, so I might put a word phrase or something on that one. But all the rest of them are pretty colorful. So I don't think I'm going to add too much to it. Then you can use these just like this in your journals. You don't have to do anything else to them if you don't want to. You can put them on the edge of a page and just glue on the edge here and use it as a little page tuck. That's the cutest little way to use circles. Or you can just use them as decoration, or you can add them to the edge of a page and have this sticking out the edge of the page like that. So when you close up your journal, you have that decoration kind of sticking out there. All kinds of ways you can use circles, but we are going to make some folded journal cards with these. Okay, I've got everything inked, maybe, yes. All of them are inked. I'm going to get this, and I am going to cut it in half. This is a 12 by 12 sheet, so I'm going to cut it at the 6 mark. And then I'll need this again, so I'm just going to leave it up here. So that is 2 1/2. So I'm going to cut this at 5 because we're going to fold this over. So 5, and my trimmer doesn't like this paper or cardstock for whatever reason. And 5. And I'm going to fold it in half. Just like that, and get my bone folder and really crease that down. Fold that in half. And really crease that down. Now what you can do is you can add it there if you want to. I'm going to go a step further. This week I've been doing videos that are a lot of extra. I added that memorabilia pocket to the middle of my Walk in the Fall Mist journal. Never done that before. Just a little bit extra. And this week I'm just being extra. So I want to try and make a folded over piece, but it not be square. I want it circular. So I'm leaving just a little hint open up here, and it is folded over. Let's see what happens when we do this. Maybe you've already tried this before. And you're trying to say, oh, Melina, don't do that. It doesn't work. Well, we're going to see. Alright, so I'll run it through once, and then back through again. And my handle come off. I have lost my little bolt that holds the handle on. So, I mean, this die cut machine is old as the hills. So let us see. Okay. Yes. Okay. Uh-huh. That is what I was wanting. And I'm going to get one of these. And then you can attach that there. You'll have a little bit hang off at the top, which is totally fine. I love it. That works. Yay! Okay, let's cut a few more of these. We don't have to cut all 16 of them. So that's not going to fit. So let's go to our next piece here. And do another one. So just leaving a tiny bit showing at the top that's not going to be cut. Run it all the way through and then back through again. Oh wow, I love that. Okay, little fold over journal cards, and I'm gonna cut just a few more. Okay, I did it again. I done some stuff and didn't have the record button pressed, so there's that. I'm losing my mind, y'all. So all I did is on my bases that I cut, and I cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Why in the world I didn't press the record button, I have no clue. Anyway, cut out 6 of these, and then I glued my circles onto them. And there is that. And then you can put them in any pocket you want to. Of course, I also put some labels and some... I will show these up front because that's another thing I did. I showed these to you really, really close and wasn't even recording. Oh my word. Anyway, here we go. I will show them to you, and I have pressed the record button this time. So I think we're going to be good. Here is one. And then you open it up. You've got journal space on the backs. Okay, this one that I put a stamp, faux stamp on the outside of. This one here. The bumblebee one. Cute. And I had this paper right here upside down, so I covered it up. This one. And I love that the background paper, even though it was just a spray paper that I had used just to spray some stuff, I love how it's showing because you can see all those little speckles. And then here's the ones that I didn't put on card bases that I've already shown you, but you know, it helps when I hit the record button. Oh, I can't stand when I do that. So, they can be used. You can just use these. Let me fix you back. Sorry. You can just use these as page tucks. So, put them on your page and just glue them on the edge here, and then it would be a page tuck. So, you'd have a spot like that. You can just use them like that. You can use them as decoration, hang them off the edge like this, and when you close your journal, they show on the edges, so maybe kind of like a page tab, but it's decoration too. Or you can put them on these little foldable pieces, and they can go in any of your pockets. Just a flap, little fold over flap journal card. I've got that one in there. Look how cute this looks. Look at that, how cute. Just something a little bit different for your journals. Give a little bit of a different spin on it. That one matches. But I love how these look. I love the difference in them. Circular, foldable journal cards. Y'all need to make some of these. Y'all make them. I'm going to put this one in here, which I don't want to cover up the girl's face, but I'm just saying. Any pocket that you have, you can use them in. You can glue them, just the back, and then flip that up, and you've got a little space for journaling. You can just glue it at the bottom, and it can be a little tuck space too. However, I mean, these are very versatile. Very versatile, and I love how they look in a journal. Man, I love this. Okay, I'm going to put this one right here, and I think that's going to be how I do my picture for the thumbnail. I love them. If y'all make some of these circular, foldable journal cards, I want to see them. So y'all use the hashtag #MsScrapBusters, or you can tag me, Melina Pylant, and I will do my best to find you and leave you some love. Y'all leave me any questions that you have in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and then hit that little bell so you can get a notification every time I put up a new video. And I have the membership option on my channel now. So a lot of people have questions about that. If you're not on a desktop version or a browser on your phone, you know, laptop, things like that. If you're not on the desktop version of YouTube, it doesn't show up for whatever reason, but there should be a join button up where there is a subscribe button on my home channel of YouTube. And if you click that join button, it doesn't mean you're actually going to access the join stuff and that's all going to happen right then. You just click join and it tells you all the different aspects and perks to the membership. And with the lowest membership, I have 3 levels. The lowest level on my channel, you get a free digital every month. So that's just one perk of the memberships, and they go on up. Even the highest level, the 3rd level, you get a secret discount, 25% discount at our shop at scrapbookingwithme.com if you sign up for the highest level. So all you have to do is you have to go, it will not work on your phone on the app, the YouTube app. You have to go to a desktop version or to your browser to be able to see that join button on my home screen, where you go to find my channel on YouTube, and then at the top where it says subscribe, then right beside that there'll be a join button. Just click that. It tells you all the details, and we have some secret little videos we're going to be sharing with just members. We have some, like when we get new product, we're going to tell our members first about new product that comes out, new digitals that's coming. We're going to be telling our members first. So lots of neat stuff for members, but I understand completely if you do not want to do that. That's totally fine. You're still going to be getting all the same content that you've always gotten on my channel, even if you're not a member. But just wanted to tell you, there are perks to membership if you want to become a member of my YouTube team. Y'all have a great day. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.